On this Monday, September 14th, for Tano TV, KRIM Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson. Attorney General Mark Brnovich's office took a shot at Governor Ducey on Friday, saying his orders to close bars because of COVID-19, quote, arbitrarily discriminate against some businesses. Brnovich's office filed a brief in a lawsuit brought by several bar owners who are challenging Ducey's June 29th order to close them along with gyms, theaters, and water parks. Well, most of those businesses are now allowed to at least partially reopen because the COVID-19 statistics state health officials established to allow those businesses to operate have trended down. However, bars with certain types of liquor licenses called Series 6 and Series 7 can only be open if they serve food, which many don't, and thus remain closed. They also can't allow people to dance, congregate away from tables, or play parlor games like, say, darts. One of the bars pursuing the lawsuit is Jake's Corner Bar on Highway 188 south of Payson. These mandates, they say, have significantly affected their business for months, resulting in employee layoffs and significant loss of revenue. The brief from the Attorney General's office, which was signed by Assistant Attorney General Brnovich III, stated, quote, nearly 6 months into the declared emergency, it is long past time for the governor to follow the Constitution and convene the legislature rather than contravene lawful statutes through executive fiat. Both Brnovich and Ducey are Republicans. The business closures have caused contention, spurring multiple lawsuits from gyms, bars, and water parks to reopen, and prompting 2 protests by bar workers and owners at the state capitol in recent weeks. The lawsuit from bar owners contends that bars with Series 6 and 7 licenses are unfairly discriminated against by the governor's orders. Well, the Arizona Republic is reporting that Ducey spokesman Patrick Patak responded to Brnovich with a statement this past week saying, quote, throughout the response to COVID-19, the governor has had to make tough decisions to protect public health. He went on to say, we've taken a responsible approach in exercising the executive authorities granted to the governor under state law and in consultation with the White House Coronavirus Task Force. These executive authorities exist to protect public health, they say, and the mitigation strategies set forward in the governor's executive order have clearly made a positive impact in combating COVID-19. They went on to say, we'll continue to prioritize protecting public health while following the Constitution and state law. Well, Brnovich sided with the bar owners, saying the order is arbitrary and then therefore illegal. Series 6 licenses allow a business to sell beer, wine, and spirits. Series 7 licenses allow just beer and wine. Neither have requirements for what percentage of sales must come from food, and both allow off-site sales of beer and wine. Restaurants with a Series 12 license can sell all types of alcohol, but have to earn 40% of their revenue from food. Series 6 and 7 licenses are substantially more expensive. Elin Werman, a lawyer representing the bar owners, appreciated the input from Brnovich's office, saying, quote, it's a relief to have someone in a position of authority that finally recognizes the plight of the Series 6 and 7 licenses and recognizes the important limits on executive power the governor has been transgressing. Well, Werman first brought the challenge to the Arizona Supreme Court, which declined to take the case. The lawsuit is now in the Maricopa County Superior Court. Well, taking a look at other news, time is running out for Gila County residents to respond to the U.S. Census. The Arizona Silver Belt is reporting, with only 1 month remaining, recent figures show that Gila County and state of Arizona are responding at a rate near the bottom of the national pack. This lack of response could affect everything from federal aid to whether the state receives an additional seat in the U.S. House. As of last report, the Census Bureau shows that just 65.8% of Arizonans have self-responded to the census, and 40.2% of Gila County have self-responded. Only 4 states in the entire U.S. have lower tallies than Arizona. These low numbers come in despite the $1.2 million allocated towards grassroots and paid media efforts from Governor Doug Ducey's office to help increase response rates. The original plan was to have census takers in the field boosting a response through the end of July, but that became an impossible task due to COVID-19 outbreak. Officials are continuing a campaign that urges residents to take a few minutes to fill out the 2020 census before the end of September. That's when the deadline is. Resident response will greatly affect the future of Gila County. You can respond very easily online. Just visit 2020census.gov. And finally, the Northern Gila County Fair was a great success over the weekend, with folks turning out to enjoy the carnival, livestock auction, exhibits, gymkhana, and a pretty cool mounted shooting competition. Yeah. Hats off to organizer Faith Lowry and all the volunteers who did Gila County proud by hosting the only fair in Arizona this season. And it was fun, a fun one rather, for people of all ages. Nice to see the livestock auction prices getting back up to where they should be after a bit of a challenge last year. Well done. Well, in weather, it looks like we may have a slight chance for some showers today. So what does the rest of your week look like? Well, a complete peek at your 7-day forecast is coming up next. You're listening to Rim Country News.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
We all want our kids to grow up safe and healthy, so we show them how. And we tell them with honest conversations that let them know what we expect. Not just one time, but every chance we get. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. Kids not only need to know the dangers and how to avoid them, they need to hear it often from you. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be taken without a prescription and never shared with friends or family. It's dangerous and illegal. So talk with your kids and guide them through the challenges of growing up safe and healthy. Because when you talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
So talk, they hear you. You can do it if you try.
Well, taking a look at Rim Country weather, dry and warm weather will persist for most of northern Arizona through next weekend. There is a slight chance for afternoon thunderstorms today over the higher terrain. Daytime highs in Payson today should be right around 87 degrees. We do have a 10% chance for a few isolated thunderstorms. Then it looks like things will stay dry for at least the next 7 days, with our highs warming just into the low 90s for the remainder of the week. Up on top of the rim, they too have a 10% chance for showers today, with an expected high near 76 degrees. And our neighbors to the south in Tonto Basin, once again some pretty smoky and hazy conditions down there today. That's as a result of the fires over in California. Their high today will warm to around 95 degrees with no chance for showers. Their highs will warm back up into the low 100s by the middle of the week. And that's what's happening around Rim Country. For Tonto TV, KRIM Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson. Make it a great Monday.